This afternoon we're in Helen Gardner's home on August 22nd, 1985, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her home and her life in Lakeside and play the piano for us as only she can do. So would you tell us how this house happened to be built? The house happened to be built.
Oh, the house is 57 years old. Pearl was just a tiny baby when we moved in here. Anyway, we didn't even have all the shingles on. We just had over 2 rooms. That's the way we moved in, then just kept adding to. Still ain't finished. Still don't have any clothes closets, only curtains hanging up.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I bought red satin curtains and fixed in that bedroom, and that one don't even have any curtains, but there's no clothes closets, only just bars across to hang things on. But everybody just worked a little at a time. That was it.
And you lived here 57 years?
You have to talk louder, Jim.
Pearl 57, that's when we built it when she was a tiny baby. Sawmill burned down and we moved in here for it. That's the only thing we had. It wasn't finished.
Now, Helene, tell us a little bit about you, your own parents, and when you got married and moved to Lakeside. Now, what has it been like for you living in Lakeside?
Well, that's about all I know is living in Lakeside. But anyway, my dad was just a sawmill man, and we lived around the sawmill crew all the time. That's where I learned to cuss. I guess that's my hard luck. Anyway, I started to go with Ralph, and he was working for the Santa Fe in Winslow. And he came up to see Sister Heidi. She worked at the cook shack. Anyway, we started to go together. He came up to see Ida, and I started going with him. He quit the job down there and went to farm the boiler for my dad. That's how come I married him.
So you're a local girl.
Oh, yeah.
And your parents?
Well, my folks lived just in Lakeside and Shoal, as far as I know, all the time.
Is she, Helen, who are her
born
parents?
here? Yeah, I was born here.
Oh, the folks up there are her parents.
On Ryan Minnie.
Okay. Well, then you've lived in Lakeside all of your life.
Practically, I moved to Page when Ralph sold the waterworks when he retired from the county. He was county foreman, and we sold the waterworks and moved to Page, but I was only down there 2 or 3 years, and Ralph drowned there. So I came right back. So I've lived here ever since. But I lived in Mesa just a short time when I had gland, because I had a milk leg, they call it. I don't know what they call it. How did they say that now? Anyway, had blood clots. They went up my chest, and I moved there for about a year. Otherwise, I've lived here all my life.
Yeah. That's what President Nixon had, phlebitis. Is that what that is?
Okay.
Phlebitis.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
So what are your favorite memories of Lakeside?
Well, I don't know. I think they're the grandest people in the world. Everybody's like one big family. Burks lived over here. Montez and I used to sit and nurse our kids. Sit out here then when we get the kids to sleep, we'd run home and run in. I'd run in and do my dishes. She'd go home. And when the kids wake up, we'd find us back on the porch tending kids. That's quite a life.
Neat.
We enjoyed it. And then Martha Hall lived there. But anyway, she worked at Caldwell's most of the time. Most of the time we saw her in the evening. But anyway, the Burks and us are just like one family.
And how many children do you have?
Had 8, but I lost 1.
And how did you get involved in your music? Were you just always involved with music? Are you a natural, gifted player?
I don't know. I started playing the drums when I was only 8, and Mrs. Larson played the piano. And then when I was 13, I started playing the piano. And I played ever since. I just play by ear. I can't read music. I just play to suit myself.
And how many bands have you been involved with here on the mountains?
Well, we call it just the fish orchestra, and they still do that, and it's all Gardners now.
Well, the grandparents were fish, right?
Yeah. But anyway, after they died, it seemed like it was George and me, and just anybody we could pick up, you know. So they still stay at the fish orchestra.
So basically, you've played throughout all these many years.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at many places I've played. I kind of had a journal wrote, and I was surprised myself and forgot about some of the places I'd played, you know. played in Gallup and played in Reserve, New Mexico, Fort Apache, White River, McNairy, and Snowflake, Shola, Winslow, Holbrook, Joe City, Woodruff. I was reading one time and I didn't realize I'd played so many different places. Heber. I don't think there's any place I haven't played around this country.
In northern Arizona, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. Now, one time you belonged, Lloyd Roten was in your orchestra.
Yeah,
right?
he played with the Fish Orchestra.
And did he play trumpet or saxophone?
Saxophone.
Mm-hmm.
George always played the trumpet, my son.
Well, do you have any fascinating happenings that happened to you when you were involved in some of
Did
these
we have any
travels?
fascinating snowstorms? Yes, and get stuck after that. Yeah, we had some hardships, all right.
Did you? But you always made the dance?
Yeah. I know one night we played Eager. We played over there every Saturday night. And it was snowing there by Vernon. We got off the road and got stuck. It was about 3 or 4 in the morning. We had to sit there till the snowplow come by. Everybody got wet. Ike Trumpus, whatever his name, Ike, I call him Adair. He was lit. He'd been drinking. He wanted to take the whole seat to lay down. We was all wet. We'd all tried to push to get out. And we about froze to death before morning. We had plenty of troubles when I played for dances, for sure. But it was all fun.
You wouldn't have missed it for anything, huh?
No?
What's your favorite song of all time that you like to play on the piano?
I don't know.
What
They're all
about the
kinda-
ones? What about the ones you've composed? Then you
Well,
compose.
I like them.
can
I
go
play them
that.
more than I do anything else.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All the kids like motorcycle jump and snowmobile and those little crazy things I made up. But I play them in the dances all the time. They go over good.
Yeah.
Some of them I've made up don't. I made up 36 tunes, but some of them don't go over too good. But I can always tell whether they're going to go be a hit or not when I play.
The people start moving or not, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, so we guess we'll just have you answer the phone and come back to you.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
I heard that.
I thought I could see, and so I pulled
Yeah.
that eyepiece out. Sorry.
Well, this is my thing anyway.
Or something like that.
But you get them on there, you talk all day.
It was,
I'm going to play motorcycle jumps, one I wrote. Thank you.
Just look at this afternoon we have here. It's just perfect. Rain is dripping out outside. You're playing
Okay.
terrific music.
do another one.
we always play the starter dance. It's an old one. My baby smiled at me. got lost. Can I get my heart? And sundown, you asked me that, and I can't, I think, I can't remember. I can't remember.
That was good.
I was a little afraid to try it. I was afraid I'd mess up. If I haven't played them for a little while, my fingers don't know where to go and my mind don't work.
That one you wanted her to. Sundown. Can you just try Sundown?
I'm trying to think. That's Roy and Mom Joseph's tune.
Yeah, that's theirs. That was their tune. If you want to say anything to Foster here, just say anything, share anything you want to say on this. Ask her, because my voice doesn't sound good.
That all you want?
You have to yell. She's not here anymore.
Ask her if she knows begin to begin. I don't think she does.
Aunt Leora wants to know if you know begin to begin.
Begin to begin. No, I sure don't.
Uh,
Let me call you sweetheart. That's one of
yeah.
the old ones.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
You
But
know.
I don't. I can't remember some of those. Why did you leave me? That's a crazy name, huh?
That's very nice.
Is that all you want?
Very nice.
No, that isn't all we want. What was one?
How about While You're Away? You know the one that goes, While you're away, oh please remember me.
I don't know,
No?
I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't
I
see
never
mine
heard
yet.
it either.
She's played it before, but maybe just forgotten it.